Hi everyone, welcome to Everyday, your daily stop for virtual reality content, and I have not updated in a while. I have been ramping up at my new job at Jaunt. It has a long daily commute, but I think I have now found an apartment down in Mountain View, pretty close to my workplace, and it should be great once I get it set up for producing videos at home. Once again, I'm gonna have to get the internet service and stuff, but once it's set up, I'll be able to do this much more frequently. I have been doing pretty well, ramping up on lots of projects, working with lots of new people, and I got my hands on a new laptop that I've been using on the train as I commute down there. It's like a 90-minute commute, and I got a work phone, which is just an iPhone 6, and I've never had an iPhone before. I don't really understand how they work, but I'm learning. Anyway, to get to today's demo, I'm going to be looking at Henry. Henry is a kind of a little mini movie. I don't know if it's planned to be a full movie or how long it's going to be when it's ready. I believe it's being released with the Oculus Rift Consumer Version 1. And it's kind of it's an interactive, slightly interactive experience, which is a story of a hedgehog, an adorable cartoon hedgehog character. And you go to his birthday party and things happen. And that's all that I know so far. Also, I know that because he's a hedgehog, people are afraid to hug him because they get hurt when they do so. That's about all that I know about him so far. I did receive an awesome package in the mail from Oculus Story Studios. It came with a invitation card. It says, "You're invited." And on the back, it says, "My birthday party. Directions: third tree to the left, behind the river, by the orange mushroom. P.S. I promise not to hug. Henry." So when I first saw this card, I was like, "Is this some kind of special Oculus event that I'm invited to?" But this is only pretend. So what else came in this box? Let's have a look. I got a cool poster. It's got Henry on it. And it looks like a movie poster. It's got all the credits down below. I think that was intentional for them to emulate that aesthetic. And it's got Henry on it. It's got bunnies on it. And they sent me a box. This is huge. I don't even know if I can fit this on camera. Oh, God. Okay, so they sent me this box. This was really nice of them. Like, I feel like this probably cost them, like, a fair amount of money. Okay, I'm going to take these ribbons off the box. I opened this box earlier just to see what was inside, but I put the ribbons back on. Okay, there we go. I got the box open. Gonna lift up the lid. And down it goes. Okay. So there's some wrapping paper inside. This is a really big box. Like, I feel like I need to get farther from the camera, but I can't. Okay, I'm going to unwrap the wrapping paper and see what's in the box. It is party materials. So I have cookies. These are actual, honest-to-God cookies. They sent me this a few weeks ago, so I'm not sure if these cookies are still good. They look to be carefully wrapped and preserved, so I'm going to hope that they are edible. They sent me some paper cups, some drinking straws, paper plates. This is suitable for a picnic. A doily. Sure, why not? This appears to be a banner. Okay, so this is a banner that I could hang up, like string across a room. I think it says happy birthday, or maybe it has Henry's name. I don't know. Here are the utensils. They are wooden utensils, as you can see. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen wooden eating utensils before. Like, I've seen them, like, on TV and stuff, but I've never held one. Where the hell are my scissors? I'm gonna open this with not with a spoon. There we go. I have a fork here. This should do it. Come on. I'm opening a bag of utensils with a utensil. Oh, the cruel irony. Okay. There we go. Check this out. Check this out. Wooden fork. actual wooden fork made of actual wood. That is cool. Awesome. Okay, and of course, we gotta have the party blowers. This needs to be open too. Come on, wooden fork, help me out here. Ah, the wooden fork is too... Oh, that actually worked. Okay, wooden fork is multi-purpose. Yay, it's party time. And, of course, they gave me party hats. Let's see if I can get this on. I will obviously have to wear this while I am playing this demo, because it is a birthday party. And napkins for cleaning up. Alright. Get out of here, Bucks. Alright, I think we're about ready to go. I got my cookies, I got my blower, and I got the demo ready. So there's a new preview demo of Henry that's been very recently released at Oculus Connect 2, and I'm going to go check it out. So I'm going to have to put on the headset, then put the hat back on. I'm going to work this out. Let's go. Okay, getting on my DK2. I've just upgraded to the latest SDK in order to play this, the 0.7 SDK and the very latest NVIDIA drivers. I believe it requires them. I tried it on 0.6 and it didn't really work. Okay, party hat, party hat. Is it working? Is the party hat fully functional? Do I need to upgrade my drivers again? No, okay, it's fine. Party hat is fine. Okay, now it's time to go. Let's go into the demo. All right, here we are in the demo. Oculus Story Studio. Press spacebar to start. I have full positional tracking. Even here on the start screen, those letters appear to be about 2 meters away. I had a little trouble first starting it up. My headset was in full persistence mode. I had to turn the headset off and back on again, but now it's working. And I've got my hat on. I've got my party blower. Let's go. It's all dark. What's happening?
Once upon a time, there was a little hedgehog named Henry.
Go on. Hi there. Oh, wow. Oh, look at the detail. Hi.
Henry wanted nothing more than to find a friend. But he loved to hug everyone he met. And because of his spikes, everyone would run away.
Aww. Oh, look at the fur on that. That's amazing. And he's like inches from my...
And over.
Aww.
And over again.
Poor Henry.
It's lonely being a hedgehog. Until, on the day of his birthday, he made a wish that changed everything.
Henry! He's excited now. And that's it. Production Henry, narrated by Elijah Wood. And that's it. I think this is the whole trailer, and it just says coming soon. And I just get to see Henry here. Oh, and he's following me! I move around and he follows me with his eyes. Oh, yeah. And I get a perfectly full frame rate on him. And he's following me around with his eyes. So yeah, like I said, it's slightly interactive. There's those interactive elements, like when he follows you around. And this is just the trailer. This is not the full film, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and play it one more time. So this time I'm just going to talk as it does it. They have the menu screen fixed in world space rather than stuck to your face, which is good practice. There's a little bit of a green tint to the screen, which is what you typically see when they're doing some kind of compensation for black smearing, which would be very important here since like 90% of your view is black. If they didn't do that, then you would see a lot of smearing in this scene. Hopefully black smear will be a lot less of a problem on the consumer version. And I am super close to Henry here. I can lean in and almost like touch my nose to him. That's how close he is.
Spikes, everyone would run
And they did a great job on the fur rendering. Despite the low resolution, you really feel like this fur is really detailed.
over
And like it's just
and over.
this looks like a really high polygon model, and despite that it's still rendering at a very solid 75 frames a second. I see no judder in this scene.
Until on the day of his birthday,
I see no drop frames. It's not even having to use time warp.
everything.
Everything is fine. You can also see some specular reflections in his eyes, and those are real time, and they look very nice. And I like how this word Henry like completely fills your field of view. You have to actually look from left to right to see the whole thing. Okay, bye Henry. We're done. You know what? This trailer is so short. I might just have to do it 3 times. What do you think, Henry? Do you want to go again? You ready? You ready? Okay, I think Henry is cool with this. Okay, one more time. So one thing I think is interesting about this startup screen is that it positions it in front of you. Like when it first starts up, I was looking a bit to the side and it was over there for a second, but then when I looked forward, it went in front of me. And I'm not entirely sure how they know when to reset. There is an R key that will reset it, which is completely undocumented, like that. So I'm looking forward and hitting R, and that resets it. So I think it's important to always have kind of a standard key for resetting that always works. Honestly, I wish the Oculus Rift consumer version had like a hardware button that just reset was its only function, because that's really important to do sometimes. And it's a bit annoying when every application does it slightly differently. Anyway, I'm going to hit spacebar, jump into it one more time. Notice it also reset when I hit the spacebar to start. That's generally a good practice since people usually are looking straight forward when they start. Sometimes it can catch you by surprise. The black smearing prevention shows up in this totally black scene as kind of a thin green film. But as the characters start to come in, it becomes a lot less obvious. And I love how this character looks like you can't see any sharp edges on it. And the anti-aliasing is really good. There's very little apparent aliasing on this character. No, Henry. No means no. No.
Everyone would run away.
And it's just it's a very high quality model. Even at this limited resolution, it feels much higher resolution than a lot of other things I've seen. Like for example, a lot of Unity applications that use deferred rendering have anti-aliasing off by default. You see very clear staircases on the display of the DK2, but this has really good anti-aliasing. Like everything looks smooth. You can't see any staircases, any polygon edges. It's all just really high quality stuff, and some people have compared this to Pixar. I think that's actually a great comparison because it has a lot of the same, not just the same aesthetic, but the same kind of level of polish, despite the fact that this is all being rendered in real time, which is really amazing. Anyway, so yeah, this has been Henry, and I can't wait for the full version to come out. I will come back and show you guys the full version when I get my Consumer Rift EV1. See you guys then. Everybody have a great every day.